Philly Sports Unfiltered. Guys, today we're talking some Jalen Hurts, and in today's video, we are going to talk about why I believe Jalen Hurts is a lock to be the Eagles' starting quarterback in 2023. And let's jump straight into this video. Recently, Ruben Frank came out with an article, and he gave out his reasons why he feels that Hurts will be a lock in 2023. In this video, I want to lay out my reasons. I'm going to talk about Jalen Hurts. I'm going to talk about his career up until this point, and I'm going to compare Jalen Hurts' career up until this point with the careers of Josh Allen and Russell Wilson, so you guys can kind of see some of the comparisons, and I think some of the things you see, it will surprise you. So let's jump straight into today's video. Now, one of the reasons why I believe that Jalen Hurts is a lock to be the Eagles starting quarterback in 2023, it is because this man has always improved. He's always gotten better. We already know his attitude. We already know his work ethic. We know that he is a dog in the gym. We know that he's a dog on the field. He eats, sleeps, and breathes football. All the man wants to do is play football. He is a student of the game, coach's son, all of those things. But if you look at his college career and you look at how much he progressed from 2016 in Alabama to 2019 in Oklahoma, I mean, look at this. He starts at 62% completion percentage, okay? And he ends his college career around 70%. In his last 2 years, he was at 69.7% and 72.9% passer. He became an incredibly more accurate passer over the course of his 4-year college career. He also became a better passer of the football in terms of passing more yards and more yards per average of a pass. So he starts out with 2,700 yards in 2016. He ends up throwing almost 4,000 yards in his final year at Oklahoma. And in terms of his passing averages, he started out throwing 7.3 yards per pass and ended up at 11.3. Started out 23-9 and ended up 32-8. I mean, you look at these numbers and they jump off the page at you. You see his quarterback rating, you see the yardage, you see the accuracy, you see the touchdowns, you see him getting better in literally every single category that there is as a football player. He got better across the board throughout his college career. Now, he's had a very short career in the NFL up until this point. I think overall last year he had an overall good season. Completed 61% of his passes, threw 16 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, ran in another 10 on the ground, and passed for over 3,000 yards. Not a bad year. But let's look at where he jumped from year 1 to year 2. Year 1 starts at 52% completion percentage. Jumps up 10% in his second year, okay, to 61.3. Went from passing 6 touchdowns to 16. Obviously, there's a difference in the amount of games, so we can't take so much from this. But what I do want to do is I want to compare Jalen Hurts now to the career of Josh Allen. And I think that this is something that is really going to surprise you. Look at Josh Allen's first 2 years in the league, okay? Josh Allen's first year in the league, he completed only 52% of his passes, okay? Exactly the same, a touch better than what Jalen Hurts was. Jalen Hurts was 52. Josh Allen was 52.8. Now, second year in the league, okay, Jalen Hurts did not get a full first season. Jalen Hurts completed 61.3% of his passes, and Josh Allen only 58%. First year, Josh Allen only threw 10 touchdowns. Second year, 20 touchdowns, okay? Jalen Hurts, first year in a couple of games, 6 touchdowns. Second year, 16 touchdowns. So we're seeing very, very comparable stats. And even to interceptions, Josh Allen threw 12 interceptions and 9, Jalen Hurts 4 and 9. So basically, in his first 2 years in the league, Jalen Hurts was pretty much a better quarterback across the board than Josh Allen. But then we're getting into year 3, okay? And you see Josh Allen, he has a breakout year. His third season in the NFL, he becomes the Josh Allen that we know now. He jumps up to 69% completion percentage. He goes from 20 touchdowns to 37. And his passing average has hit 7.9 yards per pass. So it took Josh Allen about 3 years to become what we think of when we think, okay, Josh Allen, one of the leading best young quarterbacks in the NFL. That didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen in year 1. It didn't happen in year 2. Year 3 is when Josh Allen really blossomed. If we think about it, Jalen Hurts is getting ready to just go into year 2 as a full-time starter. Year 1, he just didn't have enough games. He only started 4 games, in year 1, and so it's just not enough. And so Jalen Hurts is starting to enter that territory where we're going to start seeing a major improvement. Now, let's compare his career to Russell Wilson. If we look at Russell Wilson's first couple years in the league. Now, Russell Wilson out of the gate, he performed at a much higher level than what we're seeing Jalen Hurts perform at currently, okay? He started out completing 64% of his passes, okay? And even the first 3 years, he was pretty consistent, 64, 63, 63. But what we see with Russell Wilson was that it was year 4 when Russell Wilson really became the best version of himself, and he started performing at that rate pretty consistently. He went from a 64%, completing 64% of his passes in year 1 to 68% in year 4. He went from throwing 26, 20 to throwing 34 touchdowns. And his yards per pass slowly crept up a little bit. But basically what I'm showing here, okay, Russell Wilson's career did get off to a faster start than what we have seen from Jalen Hurts, but it was year 4 when he became the best version of himself. Josh Allen, it was year 3 when he became the best version of himself. We are now entering just year 2 of Jalen Hurts as a full-time starter. I think he's going to make up a big jump this year, but I think he will still have more jumps to make. I think in 2023, he's going to take another jump, and maybe even in 2024, he will take another jump until we settle and we can see what are we really going to get out of Jalen Hurts full-time, consistently as a long-term starter. I think the book is still out on him, and for all of these reasons, for that untapped potential, for the strides that I think that he's going to make this year, just the history of him improving constantly, I believe that Jalen Hurts is going to be the starter in 2023. He has the work ethic. He has the history. Information coming out of OTAs already is very positive. Last year, I felt he was a half second behind on a lot of his throws. Some games he was locked in, he had some great moments, some great passes, some great plays, but there's a lot of times where he wasn't hitting receivers in stride. Well, what we're hearing coming out of OTA so far is that, his footwork's improved. His release is a little bit quicker. He has a little bit more zip on the ball, okay? So he's improving. He's going to be more comfortable in the offense. All of these things to me spell big year, and I think that big year leads into a contract extension. It leads to Jalen Hurts being the quarterback in 2023, and maybe 2023 or 2024 is when we see him reach his peak potential in terms of consistency. But I still think he has a lot of room to grow, and I think he's going to do it. But what do you guys say? Do you think that Jalen Hurts is a lock to be the starting QB of the Eagles in 2023? Let me know in the comment section below. If you don't think so, who do you got? Do you think that the Eagles are going to draft their quarterback of the future in next year's NFL draft? We do have quite a bit of assets. Or do you think we're going to try to parlay some of those assets into a veteran quarterback? I want to know, how hot are you on Jalen Hurts in terms of being the Eagles' long-term starter? Let me know in the comment section below. It's all I got for this video, guys. Until the next one, go Birds. Peace.